Wait, what? No! No! Anything but that! Just kidding. More than ever, it's time to talk about the challenges we face over race. Together, we can make a difference.
Tom DeWolf was astounded to learn that he was related to the largest slave trading dynasty in U.S. history, responsible for transporting more than 10,000 people from West Africa to North and South America and the Caribbean islands. He joined filmmaker Katrina Brown and 8 other distant cousins to retrace the steps of their ancestors through the notorious Triangle slave trade route from the United States to Ghana to Cuba and back. Tom is featured in the Emmy-nominated film of their journey. Traces of the Trade premiered at the Sundance Film Festival and on national television on the acclaimed PBS series POV. In a film focused on the horrors of slavery and racism, Tom brought both his heart and humor to the project.
5 rooms, 15 feet by 30 feet, and that's 1,000 people. The thing that I guess strikes me more than anything right now is that we've talked when we were in Bristol and we were in Providence and we're listening to historians and scholars, and we've heard people talk about, you know, you've got to place it in the context of the times, and this is the way things were done, and this is how, you know, life was. And I sit in that dungeon and I say bullshit. It was an evil thing, and they knew it was an evil thing, and they did it anyway. Don't tell anybody.
Tom then wrote the acclaimed book Inheriting the Trade, about his experiences of the family journey and what came after.
When Katrina Brown discovered she was a direct descendant of the largest slave trading dynasty in the United States, she decided to retrace her ancestors' footsteps. The journey became the documentary Traces of the Trade, a story from the deep north. Katrina joins us along with the documentary's co-producer Juanita Brown. Also with us is her cousin Tom DeWolf, author of Inheriting the Trade.
His next book, Gather at the Table, is co-authored with Sharon Leslie Morgan. Tom speaks at colleges, universities, and other venues throughout the United States about racism, diversity, and overcoming intolerance. He joins students in taking a fresh look at history and how events from the distant past continue to haunt us today.
You know, there's times I wonder why I'm even doing this work anymore, because once we elected the black guy president, we became post-racial. All our problems were going to be solved. And so I took this image that my publisher uses for publicity, and I fixed it. There was a woman who wrote to me from California, and she said, you know, your book is good not because it solves anything, but because it gives us a glimpse of the enormity of the mess that we're in, and a sense that we need to learn to live in the discomfort of it together.
Talks about anger as a source of information, and you talk about, and I'm sure experience anger in some of these conversations with your family, with the other people you met on the Gold Coast and also in Cuba. I wonder if you could share any anecdotes with us about some of the different instances of anger and, you know, how they played out.
We were in Ghana during Panafest, and one of the advantages was there was also a lot of great music being played. And we went to a place called the Cultural Center in Cape Coast, and it was me and Liz, who's our cinematographer, camera person, and Jeff, who's the sound guy. And we're walking in, and we hear from a young man, I effing hate white people. And being the way that I was raised, I keep on walking in situations like that. Jeff kept on walking. Liz wheeled on him. What did you say? She said, you're really angry, and I don't know that I've done anything to you. Can you tell me what it is that I've done that makes you angry at me? And can you hold it, thought, for a minute? I need to go back to my hotel and get my camera. We're making a film, and I want to interview you about why you're angry at white people and why you hate us. Will you do that for me? Whoa, 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 he says. No, no, no. And this is the first time that a Ghanaian person had expressed any anger or feelings of anger toward us. We felt so warmly welcomed and embraced by Ghanaian people. Most of the anger we perceived was from African American people. And so this was a real surprise. Well, then of course, because Liz starts this, we've got to turn back around and get back engaged in this. And I don't like conflict. I love kumbaya. I want to like everybody, and I especially want everybody to like me.
For more information or to contact Tom, visit his website at inheritingthetrade.com.